While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time. With Brock here, I'm Kate Scott. Happy to welcome you to week 2 of 3 here in the preseason. And this is the week, Brock, where a lot of players, they're not just fighting their opponents out there anymore, but they're fighting each other for the roster spots remaining as we look ahead to the final week of the preseason.
Yeah, that's well said, Kate. And every coach will say the same thing across all 32 teams. Don't count numbers.
Yeah.
Don't look around the room.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else. Just worry about doing your job. But when you're outside the top 40 or so, you know you're on the bubble, and your performance in this game really matters.
Through the warm-ups, both teams are ready, and we're underway here in Omaha. He's going to field this at the 2, and the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game, and they'll be led out by their QB, now in his 8th season.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
And that run's fairly uneventful. Only a small gain to near the 22. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Mr. DB out there, 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they'll run. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They give it to him again. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Now looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll give him a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 34. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now Well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins. Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here now it's to begin their first drive. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
No one can argue that he hasn't earned his place, leading an offense out to begin the game. And I'm not talking about and accomplishments. I'm talking about the years of sweat, sacrifice, practices, games, and superstar showings at all levels before this one that brought him right here to this league, to this stage, to this opportunity.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. On the shotgun, it's Jones. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's caught for the first. Free inside the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now a field goal try coming up from the right hash, a 49-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Right up the gut. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's going to throw this one. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. On offense. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back-to-back carries here. And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, here's Jones. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. For the punt. He has it at the 13. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. This one returned for 11 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Here comes their offense out again. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Plowing up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Oh, he lost the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Back to throw now. With a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This, our last play of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More of after this. Back at beginning the second quarter possession. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Running it after the penalty. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings us 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and short. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he sends this one straight up, trying to stick them deep. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. This offense making its way back out now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Looking to the air here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Oh, the football's loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Their offense running back out now. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. 3rd down, Jones to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. Off and get points on the ensuing drive. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
That's up and through for the point after. And point ball game. Team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Not much on the return. Should have kept that one in the end zone as the tackle's made at the 15-yard line. The offense headed back to the field. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Connects on the crosser. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, But sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They go play action on first. That's Jones working the sideline, complete. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Back to throw. Excellent protection so far. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just work out this time around.
The Ravens back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's down. Looks like the 46-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Slot receiver headed left. Going to the ground again on first. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now we're on the counter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 27. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Handoff now from the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Short pass brought in.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Putting the tight end in motion. Jones now on 3rd down. He's got it over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Number 87. A gain of 5 yards. It's now 4th down.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for this. And he picks up a solid gain as we've reached the 2-minute warning. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Jones looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Their lead just before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. 3-possession lead. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Now this offense getting set to work here. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge, but offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Throwing it again here. Hits his running back. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. From the 37. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All right, set now, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. So on 3rd down, they're going to go ahead and bring him out to try and get 3 here before the half. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the gap closes to 14 points.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return.
At their own 19-yard line.
Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're first half. So at our midway point, it's the Ravens leading in Omaha. Down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to deliver the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These two teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Roster spots are going to be won or lost depending on these next 2 quarters. So let's get back to it, as I'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
Well, the starters likely checked out for the final time. Time now for guys to make their case for roster spots as our second half is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. It's headed out for this first series of the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. A give now from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. First throw for the backup now. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now a 4th down staring right at him. They bring on the punt team and they get this kick away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. They'll throw on first. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Out there, punt team. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they're going to take over possession. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good.
Kate, I want you and the audience to imprint that play in your mind. When you hear me or any announcer say, oh, he's running downhill. Oh, get running downhill. Oh, you want to hit it downhill. That right there, that was running downhill.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They send a tight end in motion. They'll run here, following the penalty. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
A gain
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On first down, they'll run. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 28. Finds his man over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Connects with feint. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
No gain on the run, so now they face 4th down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. They give it to him again. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Now a give on the counter. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. They're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
On now comes their punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And they'll get right around, no, actually exactly at the 15-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll run here on 1st down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Looking for a throw here. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Their punter making his way out now. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Their offense ready to take the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. Now for another possession. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Escapes a defender. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for now.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. They'll run it from the gun. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Trying the right side. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Third down, 1 yard to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for now. Another carry for him. Juke the defender. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. 2nd and 3 now. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back-to-back carries here. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
All right, boys, let's keep it up. Get some momentum here,
Trying to push this past the marker. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
Another drive coming up for this offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Gets this to Fant. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll try and throw it here. He's going to try to drop it. He's got it at the 30. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 32 on that play. And it sets up 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They are throwing it again. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. Here we go. 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Returnable from near the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Their offense and this running back to the field. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. To throw it on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver, and you receive my job, but I just showed you I could do yours. So often, so many of these games come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Now outruns their offense to take over. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And as he records the first interception of his young career.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Their offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
On 2nd and 15. Dump off caught by his back. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Now this offense ready to head back out. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The 3-score game in the 4th. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. After the sack, another pass on second down. Into traffic, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Got to figure out this third down here. Pass play coming here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. Long handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. This offense ready to get going again now. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Here's a throw. And down he goes. Gets it done. Offense in the hurry up here. Third and long for him here. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's game. Stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The offense getting set to go.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Boy, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Dropping back to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This offense getting all set for this series. The turnover on downs only led to 3, obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. Cut out left. They gain 14 on the play, and it'll give them a first down.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10, looking to throw. He just throws this one away. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Pass play now. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Third down from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Punt team on the field. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner, up past the 35. Running back, headed back out for a new series. Very good field position as they come up, 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to him, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So it ends as a win. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. For us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say goodbye from Omaha.